I can't tell you how excited I am to record this video. I'll teach you how to bring the latest artificial intelligence to your applications, so stay with me to the end. Alright, in the last video, we talked about GPT-3 and DaVinci and how to use them in our Python application. Let's go ahead and see how to make a ChatGPT request. This is a GPT 3.5 family of models that is optimized for dialogue. In a new cell, I'm creating the prompt. We can optimize the prompt for each specific model, but for the moment, we'll use a standard question. So prompt equals, let's say, tell me the name of the largest city in the world. Instead of sending a single string as a prompt, as we did with GPT-3 DaVinci, here, for ChatGPT, we have to send a list of messages as your input. The next step is to create the structure of the messages. This is a list of dictionary objects. List and dictionaries. This will be the structure of the messages. Each object or message in the list has two properties, role and content. The role can take one of three values: system, user, or assistant. So the roles can be system, user, and assistant. And the content contains the text of the message of the role. Conversations can be as short as one message or fill many pages. Typically, the conversation is formatted with a system message first, followed by a user message. The system message helps set the behavior of the assistant. We can instruct the bot to play a specific role. You'll see it in a moment. And the user message is what you ask the assistant. They can be generated by the end users of an application or set by a developer as an instruction. Okay, I'm adding the system role. So role, colon, system. And the content, colon. Let's try something simple. Answer as concisely as possible. And the user role. So role, colon, user, content, colon, prompt. The variable I have defined. And I'm removing the assistant role. I don't need it for this example. Now I'll create the completion object. So response equals OpenAI .chat completion .create. Chat completion with a capital C for chat and another capital C for completion. And model equals the name of the model. ChatGPT uses GPT 3.5 Turbo. Messages equals messages, my variable. Temperature and the max tokens, which are optional. So temperature equals 0.8 and the max tokens equals 1000. I'm running the cell. It's done, and I'm printing the response. And this is what I've got. The assistant answered with Tokyo. Tokyo is the largest city in the world. Note that ChatGPT is not connected to the internet, so it may not have the latest information. Let's get the assistant answer. So, response of choices, and I'll get a list. This is the list. The list has one element, so index 0, and that element is another dictionary. The key is message, another dictionary, and finally content. And I've got its answer. Note that you can also access it like this. Print response of choices, index 0, dot message, dot content. It's the same. Okay, now let me tell you a few words about the system role in the messages structure. The system message allows us to set the behavior of the assistant. In this example, the assistant was instructed to answer as concisely as possible. Let's see what happens if we instruct it to answer as detailed as possible. So, answer as detailed as possible. I'm running the cell and I'm printing the response. And we see a difference. It gave us a more detailed answer. We can even instruct it to play a specific role. I want it to answer as Yoda from the Star Wars movie. So answer as Yoda, Master Yoda, from the Star Wars movie. I'm sure you know who the legendary Master Yoda is and how he talks. Okay, very nice. The name of the largest city in the world? Tell me, Tokyo it is. One last remark. This is an extremely fast-moving space and minor changes could happen in the future, so I recommend you to check the official documentation for the latest version at this link, platform.openai.com/docs/guides/chat, just to be sure that you are up to date. Up until now, we've seen how to use the OpenAI API in our Python application to make GPT-3 and the ChatGPT API requests. Up next, we'll dive deeper into ChatGPT and see how it really works. Bye bye.